And let me just remove it. Yeah, so how, I'm going to admit it. So how we are doing it is it will go very fast, all the tools. So we have 2-3 minutes of presentation and 2-3 minutes of question answer. We request that everyone can put their questions on the chat because since we have a lot of people joining, so it will be very hard for us to answer all the questions. So you just put it on the chat. Our colleagues will answer, or else we will go for one-to-one meeting later on. So today, the objective is just to show you the tools, and then we will organize one-to-one sessions with you. My colleagues will put a calendar link so you can see. So let me just share it again, the screen, so that you have some housekeeping rules here. So first name, please rename yourself, first name and the company name, 2-3 minutes of tool presentation, 4 minutes of question answers. Agenda is following: data automation, dynamic cleaning schedule, PV module analytics, and forecasting. And there's one bonus. So we have not released that tool, but you guys will see it. And there is a one-to-one meeting already by our colleagues. So I think it is already pasted in the chat. I'll paste it again if it is okay for you. And you can already book one-to-one sessions with us to go in deeper into the tool. And so let me start here. We start with data automation. Let me just see. Just tell me that you're able to see the screen. Yeah, okay. So the data automation tool, sorry. So welcome everyone. I'm Govinda. I'm a CEO founder of SmartHelio. We are based out of Switzerland. And here we are giving you a sneak peek into our tools, what we are making. And we love to have your feedbacks. And we love to give you to try out and let us know that do you like it or not. The whole aim of SmartHelio is to build something what matters to you. It has to solve an industry problem, and that's what we are determined. We want to solve it. So the first is data automation. So data can give distorted picture. We generally have thousands and millions of time series data. We know that sometimes data is missing and it doesn't make sense. It gives you false specific yield and PR. So our team has built this one-click tool. You can easily use your own data, connect with API, and then you can have clean data, which can give you more confidence and accurate benchmarking. We have already validated our tools with different meter reading and inverters and got 99% accuracy. So here's the tool. You can connect through API. So let's see, we start with one plant connected in Delhi. We submit it. And you will be able to see like what exactly happening here. So let me explain you. Still is processing. Voila. So pre-sanitization, we are just talking about here is the current and the voltage of DC side. We had this much of energy generated. If you just look at the DC side, not the meter data, pre-sanitized data points was 2,927.3 thousands. They were missing data of around 2.4% and outliers of 1.5. After cleaning the data, you are able to increase the data point and we are able to fill up the most of the missing data and there's no outliers. The idea is here that you had good data. The data was not that bad, but now you have superb data to do analysis. In this tool, it is just one click. You can do through API Connect, or you can even upload the data. Here's the upload function. So you can do a time series data and just upload it on this one. So data visualization also, you can go through different inverters and really see that what's happening with them. So let me just see if inverter one. So you can go one by one, or you can just get one full plant data. So this is really for people, especially in asset management or doing performance analysis. You can select. So for example, here, there was 97.2% data, and then you are able to get 100% data point for inverter one M1 input. And then here you can see that how the data has been performing, what's going on with the data. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can check it, okay? So this is how the tool works. Again, we can just do API connection, or you can do even upload the data manually, whichever plant you want, and you can get the sanitized data. You can download the sanitized data. So if you have any questions, you can write down here, and I'll be very happy to answer it. Okay, I do not see questions yet on this one. Anyone want to raise their hand and want to ask question? Happy to. Okay, so this tool was really meant to make sure that when you're getting the raw data in your system, you put a filtration. And then you get the clean data and you can use it for your own analysis. Okay, so that's the purpose of this tool. Let me go to another tool now. This is the tool. Hello. Okay. You can please write down your question on the chat and I can take it forward from there. Okay, which form the data will be uploaded? Yes, I can see some questions here. Can you elaborate on module level inspection? I will come to that. How are the gaps missing? So this is based on machine learning. So we look at the past data and try to learn through different machine learning algorithms and again fill it up. And the form of data can be uploaded. Yes, it's generally the current, DC voltage, and also pyranometer data you can put, and you can try to identify the missing data from your system. Let me go to another tool. It is called Dynamic Cleaning Scheduler. So customize and optimize cleaning as per the site. What we do generally in the industry, what we have seen, especially the industry where we have a lot of dust. I know that a lot of colleagues from India has joined here, so they must be facing this problem, but generally it's always scheduled. What we want to do is more like data-driven intervention and very localized cleaning schedule. So automated cleaning alerts, when we gain enough revenues, then the cleaning, then we give you alerts. So it's like you can optimize your water, you can optimize man hours, and even because of that optimization, overall, you are able to increase the yield when you want to clean it. I know like colleagues have started using robotic cleaning also. It's an excellent tool. What we can do with this tool is provide effectiveness, because when the robots moves around the plant, not all the robots are cleaning at the same efficiency. So we can actually alert you that, hey, that section of the plant was not clean. Maybe we need to increase the cleaning cycle of the robots. One of the research have come that if you clean more often, you start introducing micro scratches, especially if the sand, if the soiling is more sand hard, and that you don't see effect now, but it degrades much more faster. Make your system degrade faster. So there's also a position that we should not be cleaning a lot our system. So let me explain you this tool, how it works. So again, same purpose. You can have connected site through APIs, or you can upload your data in certain formats. So let's say like I want to check one cleaning. We can go for one of the Indian site in Rajasthan. This is the west side of India. It's a desert area. When you clean it, when you put it this, our program able to understand that how the soiling has been accumulating in what section of the plant and give you some alerts. So here we see the orange ones are the prompt when the cleaning should happen for the what section. And then based on this, we do optimization, and you can get a date like, okay, on 12 March, this plant should be able to connect it, should be able to clean it here. You can go further and you can see that what will be the projected losses if you use our cleaning or your cleaning. So fixed schedule is around, in this case, was 53,000. In case if you do data-driven interventions, 28,000. And you can check on the MPPT level also. Let me check is the upload data thing. You can upload your data. So imagine that you are not able to connect the plant. What we have seen in a lot of older plants, that connecting a plant to the cloud is very difficult, but still the ground staff want to use such kind of automation tool. So we have done this upload function where you can just upload your data in certain format. So we'll explain you the format, and it will read the format. It's a time series data with certain interventions. There's some little bit of machine learning, little bit of cleaning algorithm going on. And it's looking into point where loss of energy due to soiling is more than what you should for the cost of cleaning. And that's where the prompt will happen. Right now, this is in Excel format. And here you go. In this plant, we see that the plant has been prompted that you should clean actually on the 7th March. this section to gain the maximum energy. And you can even download the calendar and you can give it to people on the ground that, hey, this is what you need to do. Thank you. Any questions on this? Okay, so I have some questions. Why frequent cleaning is rapidly degrading? So one of the colleagues from Best Way Cement have asked. So this is the research, very, very common actually in Switzerland and European, that whenever you're cleaning it, the soil start doing some scratching on the surface called micro scratches, which you don't see right now, but that kind of scratches makes the glasses much less permeable to the radiation. That's it. So more cleaning you do, you start inducing more glasses. One of our colleagues asking, soiling loss calculation is based on existing data or is dedicated IoT data logger required for this? Excellent question. It's actually understanding the current and the voltage movement on the panels or on the system. So if you have inverter level data, it will give you inverter level cleaning. If you have MPPT level, it will give you MPPT. No extra sensors are required. And that's why this tool can really help you also to decrease sensors, which measures dust actually. Okay. Excellent. I will go to another tool now. This is called Helio PV Analytics. So what we have seen that in our industry, most of the people, right now there's a string inverter, right? So people are getting string data, but still the data coming from the panel side is missing. It's expensive. And panel data is very important because this is the first time when the electrons are being generated, and we really want to make sure that the electrons are generated the way we wanted, how OEM wanted, how the planning code wanted. So we have built our sensors. They go into few of the panels, very specific. They create a panel level analytics real time. We can track, let me just go into that. We can track degradation, temperature coefficients, and even the sensors actually use as a proxy data for your dust sensor, pyranometer, etc. Using PV analytics, actually, you can optimize your drone usage also. Like once you know that which section of the plants are working bad, you can fly the drones further to get more details. So this tool is very, very simple. You have these sensors connected. You have this time series. You see that a lot of things are there. So let's say like I want to go on the current and voltage time series data. And now this analytics is collecting just visualization right now, just current and the voltage time series here. And once the current and voltage time series is there, this tool is able to generate IV analysis. So this is a little different than what other inverters do, IV curve analysis, because they actually switch off the system, increase the load, and get the tracking. In our data analysis, we don't have to switch off anything. It just does automatically in real time. So here is your current and the voltage data of any system. But now the fun part starts when we go for, let's say, degradation analysis. Now in the degradation analysis, this is not giving you absolute degradation of the system, but it's giving you the rate how the system has been degrading, that the panel has been degrading. And that's very important being an asset manager or anyone who is responsible for the performance, that if my system degradation is going much higher percentage than what OEMs has said, it's kind of is bad. So you should be aware about it. So in this case, the systems are okay. It is like 0.09%, 0.9, that is fine for us. We can go on a temperature voltage analysis. So here we are able to calculate temperature coefficients of the system. Now, temperature coefficient is nothing much. It just tells you that what should be the loss in energy or loss in power every time you have increase in temperature. So everyone gives you, for example, in this case for sensor 1 alpha, temperature coefficient was 0.34% per degree Celsius. That's the decrease of energy power you're having. We do analysis, you get the curve, and you are getting like, oh, actually in this period, the period which was actually winter, your temperature coefficient was better, because in this case the temperatures were much better situation. They were performing much better. Excellent tool. You can even compare the modules. Imagine that you have a big solar plant, you are testing different kind of systems, different kind of OEM panels, and you want to compare their analysis. So let's say like I want to go for temperature coefficients, and I want to compare that which panel or which type or which company is degrading faster than the other one. here is the tool for you. You can really analyze in the real time and make a comparison in this case. So in this case, we can clearly see that sensor alpha is being more degrading faster compared to the other guys. And that's kind of a, let's say, a very good insight for asset manager, also even for the planning, that next time when you're planning to build a plant somewhere else, you should be conscious that that kind of panel might not work in this environment. I'll take few questions here. So one of the colleagues have asked, like, do we need IoT sensor per module? No, you just need 3 to 5 sensors per megawatt. These are plug and play, so you can move around. So the section of the plant which are not performing well and you're really concerned about the degradation and other aspects, you have this plug and play, you just plug it wherever you go. One of our colleagues is asking, like, do we do predictions? Yes, we will do predictions. We'll come to that part also. Okay, good. So we go for another tool. This is called forecasting. Forecasting has been a big deal, really, for the renewable industry because we cannot predict weather better. And if you are able to predict weather, we know that how to control the systems. And a lot of good companies or good colleagues and good research have come up, and we have been doing great forecasting depending on the areas we are in. However, we felt it that due to climate change and due to rapid urbanization happening around the world, things have changed. For example, facts in Europe, 1.5% radiation have increased over 15 years. So it means that if you have put a plant, actually, if you have a plant located maybe, I don't know, in 2000, it would have generated less compared to now, for example, this. Whereas in Asia, especially China, India, Southeast Asia, all these places, actually around 1.5 to 2% has decreased because these countries have gone through rapid development. There's a more aerosol pollutant in the atmosphere. As a result, we have less radiation. And these are really important factors that we need to take into account. So that's why we have made forecasting tool, where it takes into account 5 major factors, actually. So 5 major factors are not only your weather data, so what you have from the satellite, but also human factor, that how the growth, GDP has been increasing, what is the rate of urbanization, that's one. Second is the microclimate. So it means that if a plant is in desert or near the ocean or near the river or near the mountain, they do behave differently because there's always a microclimate. So in Lausanne, for example, we have a lake, we have mountain. We see really different in my city, but if you just go 15 kilometers and it has a little bit of different variation in the weather, just because it's microclimate, that need to be taken into account. The other portion is also climate change. So climate change is happening, different part of the world have a different factors into consideration. So we take into account all the oceanic waves moving, volcano events is happening, and how they are influencing the wind and the solar forecast. So that's how this GHI tool has been made. Now I'm gonna give you just quick demo. So for example, let's say like connected site, we go for the solar because most of the guys are coming from, so we also have wind. We can choose one plant in India. I can just go for 7 days forecast. I can click here local factors, what I was talking about. Let's say local factor, the microclimate has been taken account into this site. We want a global climatic factor and then the human factor. We see if the curve is moving a bit. If I go for next day, it's very important. Here it's very important. If I go for next day, the variations are not that much bad. Like depend on if you're doing for short-term forecasting, of course you need to take into account. But if you do overall energy calculation, it's okay. But if you just go for 12 months analysis, it becomes crazy. And this has been like, we were amazed to see that when these factors were added into our just satellite-based forecasting, what you generally we all are used to, it really changes a bit. And even you can go for 25-year analysis with the RCP pathways. So these are the variations given by IPCC reports that what will be the decrease in radiations happening. And we have simulated that considering the locations. Okay, so this is how you can connect the plant again through APIs, very easy to do it. Even you can do very quick one is the site location. So imagine like I don't know which GPS location is there. I'm going to put mine. This is our office in Switzerland. You can put latitude, longitude also, submit your location. This is something you can just do with GPS, putting your coordinates, or what you could do is here it's just collecting all the free data service available from the local meteo stations, which is freely available, plus the satellite data. It's going back to the last data it has collected like 10 years back and try to forecast now. When you do just GPS thing, it is not that accurate yet because we might not have all the information of the local surrounding. So once a client come to us, what we do is we really model that area and try to collect as much data as possible to create a very customized and localized forecasting. Here it is. We can go back and you can do like, okay, sorry. You can just change the timings. You can see the curves. Very fast, very easy. Forecasting has been the biggest challenge we had for modeling it. And I think that's where we need help from you guys to really try out these tools and let us know that how we can help you better on this case. So here is our forecasting tool also. This has been validated with 95 to 99% accuracy with various clients in India, really big ones in India and in Europe, and love to work with you for your locations also. Okay, so I have some question answers here. For forecasting, anyone wants to ask some questions? Six months. So Constant from Solitic has asked, how long does the time series to perform a proper degradation? It's actually around 6 months of data, which is good. But if you're 1 year of data, then we can do seasonal degradation. And that's important to cover the seasons into the system also. The 6 month to 1 year is quite a good data set, what we have seen, that we are able to get quite a good accuracy in that. Anyone else want to ask question? Okay, but you'll all have chance to get to us and know about us. I know that there's a lot of questions we are not able to answer. I just wanted to make sure that this half an hour is very effective, give you a teaser, understand what we are building, and then we can move into one-to-one. My team, I myself will personally reach out to you and get a session to just make sure that all the tools, it makes sense and what should we do more to increase your convenience. I had promised one thing that will be a bonus. We have not launched that tool actually, but this is for first time we are showing someone. So it's called PV loss analysis. We have been doing this, but not in the tool format. This is basically that when in a real time, can we detect if the inverter is losing energy? What is the reason for it? So many times, like our clients, our partners, they actually see something and then they say that, oh, I see that inverter is dipping and it's not performing up to the mark, but I don't know why. Can I bucket that? And that's what we have been able to do with this this diagram. So for example, this is one site in Lausanne. You can connect with the data, you can change the inverters. And you see, this site has 2.6% of the loss, and we are able to bucket it, and we are adding more and more on that. Right now, you can see around 6, but there will be 12 more factors coming in with quite a good accuracy. You can change inverters. And you see that in this case, there were 7.14% of the losses, but actually the random shading was the maximum. So it was like this section of the plant is getting shaded randomly. That's creating losses. So this is one of the tools. I have seen that most of our clients really wanted to use this tool. Again, very simple. Either you can upload your data if you don't want to connect with API, or you can do API connections without having real site here. Okay, so this was our these tools. I know I'm again putting here our calendar request where you can see, I think my colleagues can put this calendar thing. Before we go, I just want to do a poll a little bit so that we understand that how useful these tools are. So I'm going to launch one poll. On your screen, it should be just very basic. Is it missing data a challenge for you? Excellent. Since I'm the host, I can see really what's happening in real time. It's so fun to see it. Those who have already answered, you can see already Calendly request is there. You can book already. And the poll. So 72% people have said that, 73 actually. Oh, it's going. Other people can answer if they want to do. I'm stopping the poll right now if you have not voted yet. Okay. So around more than 70% of people have said that, yes, it's a big problem actually. So end the poll. I'm going to do another one on dynamic cleaning schedule, again, to know, is it cleaning is a concern for you? So what percent of annual O&M cost is cleaning cost? I know that depends on the which region you come from. It can go up and down. We just want to understand your demography and how people have been doing. So love it. Most of the votes are there. I don't clean it. Now we have, it's incredible. Like most of the people are saying that 20 to 30% is the cost, and that's massive for cleaning. And there is 10% of people here have said that around 30 to 45%. So I believe that such tools will be very handy because just data driven, you don't need any sensors anywhere. You're able to optimize your cleaning cycle and help us to build it something like it's really can decrease the cost, go less and less. Thank you. Now the next one is on the panel level analytics. Excellent. So panel level analytics is something unknown, like not many people do it, and we wanted to give this analysis. So if you have a panel level data, how it will help you. So that's how we want to know. Excellent. We can see people are voting. Thank you. I'm so glad that most of the people have voted for R&D and comparing different modules. Actually, there is one colleague said that I don't need help also. So we're very happy to know like what exactly you're doing that this is working, and happy to will be able to share to other colleagues here. I request other people to vote here. We still have time. Okay, thank you. So actually, most of the people said that comparing different modules will be nice and real-time degradation. We have forecasting. Again, to know that if you get accurate forecasting, if you don't get accurate forecasting, do you get in trouble actually? I love that. One person saying that I punish my team. Okay. I don't know who is this asset manager. Okay. A lot of our colleagues are saying that quite often it is a big trouble. This is good to know. And we are there to build. We are there to build all these things and put this small effects of climate change, microclimate, human factors, and many other factors. Actually, just for FYI, in our model, we take 100 plus kind of parameters right now and 600 plus combination of deep learning and machine learning runs to find it. And we have to really deploy supercomputers thanks to, we are hosted on AWS, but it can be hosted on anywhere else. We were using a lot of AWS to help us out, AWS resources. Great. I'm going to end the poll. That's it. You are now the booking. Last question we want, because that will really help us to know, launch, how you would ask to get connected with you. Because we want to have one-to-one sessions on this. And anyway, you have Calendly request. I know that we all have personalized, like send you a personalized request, because we consider you as one of the thought leaders and key industry player, where your opinion matters to us to build these tools for you. So I can see that a lot of people are saying that, yes, let's get connected. That is good. And anyway, we will reach out to you to do that. Okay, excellent. So, and poll. This is the end of the session. Sorry, we took like 5 minutes more because we just wanted to have a poll here itself. So thank you everyone for joining. We appreciate your time a lot, and we are hopeful that we have generated enough interest that we can get back to one-to-one sessions and get your personalized feedback. Thank you everyone. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.